In this video, we're going to take a look at algebraic expressions, and we're going to focus on the multiplication of binomials. In this question, we are asked to multiply x plus 3 and x plus 1. X plus 3 is a binomial and x plus 1 is another binomial. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow the concept of FOIL. Now the F stands for multiplying the first two terms. So x is the first term in this bracket and x is the first term in this bracket. So x times x is x squared. Then the O stands for the outer terms. So that would be the x and the 1. X times positive 1 is positive x. The I stands for the two inner terms. So that will be the positive 3 and the x. Positive 3 times x is positive 3x. The L stands for the two last terms. So 3 times 1, positive 3 times positive 1 is positive 3. Then all I need to do is neaten it up. So we have our x squared and two like terms, positive x plus 3x. Now remember that positive x is actually positive 1x. So it's positive 1x plus 3x is positive 4x. And then you just have your plus 3. Here's another one. First terms, x times x is x squared. Outer terms, x times negative 7 is negative 7x. Inner terms, positive 3 times x is positive 3x. And then the last terms, positive 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. We have our x squared, and then minus 7x plus 3x is negative 4x. And then our minus 21. And there we go. Your turn. X times x is x squared. Outer terms, x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Inner terms, positive 6 times x is positive 6x. And then positive 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Keep the x squared. Minus 4x plus 6x is positive 2x. Minus 24. Now what happens if you've got a bracket squared? Now the long way to do this is to just simply expand the bracket. So in other words, you write it out twice. And then to follow the exact same procedure. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the first two terms. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Outer terms, 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. Inner terms, negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. And you will notice that these two terms will be identical as we have two identical brackets. And then negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Then I will say it's 4x squared, my like terms in the middle, minus 6x is minus 12x, and then plus 9. Now there is a shorter way to do it. So what you can do is you can actually do it this way. So I'm just going to write the question down for you again. And listen very carefully. You will take this first term and multiply it by itself. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. So as you can see, it corresponds with what we've got over there. Now to get the middle term, we're going to take that 2x and multiply it by negative 3, which is negative 6x. Then multiply it by 2, which gives me minus 12x. And then I'm going to take the second term, which is this negative 3, and I'm going to multiply it by itself. And negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. But if you don't feel comfortable, I would suggest that you do it this first method. And then just one last question. Also a binomial times a binomial, but now we have some squares over here. but we're going to follow the same procedure. So first terms, x squared times x is x cubed. Outer terms, x squared times y is positive x squared y. Then inner terms, a minus y squared times x. Now, I prefer to write it in alphabetical order, so I'm going to write minus xy squared. Then the last terms, minus y squared times y is minus y cubed. You need to leave the answer like this because if you look very carefully, those are not like terms.